Hello, hello. What day is it? Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I'm in the barn. I'm in the barn with Wilbur and I've got the goat here, and I thought, you know, that's a really funny noise for a goat. But it wasn't the goat. It was... Hey, Rocco. It was Rocco making all that noise. Honestly, he's quite a noisy little cheeky chappy. So, oh gosh, Judy and Sarah went to the Rockport job today, and that went exceptionally well, which was lovely. I'm going to try and sit in Wilbur's hay ball and see if I can have a seat here. What do you think, Wilbur? Huh? He's just had his tootsies done, and not only has he had his tootsies done, I've started stripping out his hair. And oh, Wilbur, sorry, Wilby, come here, baby. He's like, no. I was stripping out his hair from his coat because he's shedding very bigly at the moment, and I don't know if you can see it on the floor. We've got half the coat down there. So they had a really good job in Rockport at Ocean View today. They took the Larky and Moose, and it was very enjoyable because it's a really nice place up there, and it's a lovely trip up as well. So that was super. And then today I had so much fun. The farrier was here today, so we had a large number of animals all having their feet done in the barn here. And, well, some of them were better behaved than others, and some of them were going to have to work on their handling skills. They were a bit naughty. And this boy here, Wilbur, he was actually the very best boy, weren't you? You were, darling. He was very good. Ted got there. He's a massive draft mule. He was a bit of a pest. Enzo, he was actually quite good. Sterling was exceptionally good for a baby. And who else did we do? Boone was fine. But as Alfredo got here, I got a phone call to say that there was 2 horses out. And I needed to go and get them. So I had to leave Alfredo with Ted on the cross ties. And Boone or Tenny, I'm not sure which one it was, they had obviously been scratching their butts on the upright fence posts, and it had crumbled underneath them because it was rotten at the base. So it had totally crumbled and disappeared. And at which point, seeing the opportunity for freedom, they decided to take it. So they went for a little canter around the pond, which was lovely. And the family who live on here, they were like, oh, look, there go the horses. Splendid. And very kindly reached out to Kate and I to see if either of us were on the farm. And fortunately, I was in the barn with the farrier, and took a rope and brought them back in. But it did cause a bit of a traffic jam because we had lots of animals in the barns waiting their turn to get their feet done. So we've had quite the day today. So that fence post has fortunately been repaired, and may have a chance of keeping Boone and Tenny in the paddock, although I'm really not too sure about it. And this is our little goat, Larry. Hello, Larry. And Larry, unfortunately, broke his leg in 3 places. So he has... Larry, can we see your cast? So he has a massive cast on his back leg. It goes all the way up to just below his hip. And the poor soul is in this is a Great Dane crate. And because he's got these 3 breaks, he has to be kept as calm as possible so that the breaks have time to heal. He's got about another 2.5 weeks until we go back for another x-ray to see what's going on with the repair. So he's in that crate, little soul, and he's doing very well because I think he's exceptionally bored. So we always have a companion in. We've got Wilbur in with him at the moment. And then Wilbur will go back to his barn, and Sterling will come in and he will be with him overnight. So we swap all the other animals out so he's constantly got something to look at other than 4 walls. So And Wilbur doesn't mind being inside, do you, darling? You my wee boy. So, it's been a bit of a busy day. But the weather has been lovely. It's exceptionally windy, which means it's blinking cold. And our other excitement was last night we had a power outage. And it doesn't really surprise me that we had a power outage because I'll tell you, the wind was absolutely violent. And I was sleeping last night in the condo. And obviously the condo roof is, you know, there's nothing between you and the outside roof. And I thought, you know, I'm feeling a bit nervous lying here in bed with the dogs. And I'm like, and all I could hear was branches coming down. There's tree litter, you know, branches, etc., all over the driveway as well. So it was exceptionally windy. It was absolutely howling last night. And Carleen called me at 2:14 this morning and she said to me, hey, it's dark. Is the electricity gone out? And I said, yes, I think it probably has. And she's like, right. I said, are you okay? I said, do you need anything? She went, well, it's not very cold. She said, so I'll be fine. I said, right, okay, good to know. So then she called back about 6 in the morning and she said, right, I'm getting cold now. You need to come put this generator on. And I'm like, ooh, you're in the wrong department. I said, that's not me. I said, because I can't do the pull cord. She said, well, I don't want to waken Justin. I said, I think you're going to have to waken Justin. Otherwise, it's going to be cold. So as we were on that phone call, the lights magically went back on and the power had been restored. So that was very fortunate. So no harm, no foul, and everything was A-OK, so that was good. But it was so windy overnight that it's really not a surprise that the power wasn't for staying up. Now, tomorrow is... Where is it tomorrow? It's Haverhill. And I think it's going to be, Judy's going to go and I'm going to take the rabbit for her and Carol will meet us there, which is absolutely lovely. And then the following day, I think it's in Danvers and I think I might be going to that one by myself. So I'll probably just take Larky and the rabbit. And Larky, he just loves the job, so that's fortunate. Look at him, he's like, you're boring me senseless. Sorry, darling. I'm going to have to clip him, but we're not going to tell him because he doesn't enjoy that. Isn't that right, Wilbur? My wee love. You're such a good boy. You're such a handsome boy, aren't you? I love you. I do love you. And your big manly beard. Right, let me have a wee looky-see at these questions. Where am I? Oh, Tongue Out Tuesday. Sure is. Oh, they saw 46 people. That was wonderful. I very much like that ocean view job. It's lovely. Oh, I could send you a photo of Rocco with his new feet on. There's Kai. Oh, that's great that Jane M is back. We're just waiting for Jane W. Well, funny you should say that, Robin. Yes, because the dogs come in and they always steal a bit of the hoof trimmings, and apparently they're very good for them. So it certainly doesn't bother me when they chew on those. And, you know, it's not actually the hoof trimmings that are stinky because the actual horn itself is fine. It's if they've got any trapped debris and it's trimmed out of the sole of the foot, that's the bit that's a bit stinky. The actual hoof itself it doesn't really have a smell. Is that right? They're saying you've got stinky feet. He's like, I don't have stinky feet. I know, you put your ears back and tell them that you've got beautiful feet. Yeah? You might go, boy. He's like, I'm going for a wee snooze. He said, I've had a stressful day. Rock pour. Rock poured. Yeah, well, she's supposed to proofread it. Larry is very cute. Larry's brother is called Earl, and Larry is dark brown and Earl is light brown. And because they're having to be separated at the moment, poor Earl is out with the alpacas, so I watch him as he's wandering around the paddock with the alpacas. But it's good that they've each got friends, so I think that's great. No, Larry and Earl, they belong to Corey. Is it St. Patrick's Day today? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Wilbur is exceptionally handsome. Look at him. He's like, I am. And he's going to be very, very handsome because I'm going to ask Michelle to help me, or to, I'd like her to train me in the art of clipping, because our little boy here has Cushing's, which means that he doesn't really shed his coat very well. And I would like to clip him to keep him cool and help keep him clean in the summer. So I'm hoping Michelle will be able to give me hints and tips and show me how to do it. You think that sounds like a good idea? Do you? Is it a good idea? We want to do clippings? We could put a lovely love heart on your flank. Would you like that? He's like, now you're just being ridiculous. Ridiculous. He's such a good wee boy. Oh, guinea hens. I have 3 still. Don't ask me how I've managed it. The funniest thing is, now when I go to put the chickens away at night time, they're all in the house. There's absolutely no nonsense. They're going back into the hen house at night time. They're like, we've learned our lesson until the weather gets good, I think. So they're all roosting in the rafters in the nut house, which is quite a relief, because I really felt terrible that they were out in the middle of these blinking snowstorms and bomb cyclones and all these bits and pieces. It was absolutely awful. But they now have worked out how to get themselves into the nut house, which is fortunate, because oh my goodness, they were awful. So I've still got 3, and they're still super blinking noisy. That much I can tell you. Hi, Bella. Oh my gosh. I didn't realise it was St. Patrick's Day. It must be the 17th then. He has very sleepy eyes. He's had a very stressful day today. He's had his feet done. We went for a wee walk, and then I stood and brushed him. And he's just been wormed as well. So he's probably thinking, what are you on, woman? One thing at a time would be good. So he's having all his medical and spa treatments at the moment. And then at the weekend, we think the weather is going to be good enough to give everybody a bath. Did you hear that? It's bath time Sunday, I think. We've got to get everybody done round about midday. So if you're really lucky, you'll have to be in the next batch. So we're going to get everybody cleaned up, because they are all absolutely filthy. Did it freeze? Oh, it didn't seem to freeze here. In fact, I thought it'd been very well behaved, and it wasn't freezing at all. Heaven help us. So that's what we've got going on with all of the barn animals. The turkeys are out wandering during the day, and it's been really quite good fun, and they are totally and utterly bossy. I can only say I got hay in my hair. What have I got in my hair? I don't know what I've got in my hair. I give up. They are so totally and utterly bossy. Look, I'm going to turn this round, and then you have to say hello to Kate. Look, she's... We're just about to... In fact, Kate's probably actually just got here, and she's like, have you done anything all day? And I'm like, I have actually. It's just that there's not much to see for it, because we're just about to... Well, I'm just about to start cleaning up
I bought mini chalkboards.
I thought you were about to say I bought mini chocolate. I was like, mini chocolate would be good. Chalkboards. Just what we need. Did you go to Home Depot?
No.
Okay.
That's a weekend trip.
That's a weekend trip. So exciting. So, I am going to go because it is dinner time for everybody on here. Nick is going to be on the other barn just now. He's my boy. I know. You don't come say hello? He's a good boy. He's very cuddly, Wilbur. And he's, you can see all his spots on his boat. Willy Boo. Wilbur. He's my little huggy bug. I do love Wilbur. Anyway, so I'm going to go and get on with what's needing done on here and then go home because I have got the turkey and the chicken food in the back of the car. Ugh. So that's a problem. So I hope you all have a lovely evening. And I will see you on Thursday. Tomorrow will be Janine, which is very exciting. And then we will have Carleen and Justin on Friday, which is fantastic. So I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. And have a lovely night. Thank you very much for joining me.